the parable of the rich fool. It's one of Jesus' most shocking stories, where God himself calls a man a fool. Why? Not because he was rich, but because he was wrong about life. And today, Jesus might be saying the same thing to many of us. Let's discover the message behind this powerful parable and how it could change everything. Jesus told this story in Luke chapter 12. A rich man had an abundant harvest, more than he could store. So what did he do? He said to himself, "I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. I'll store all my grain and goods. I'll say to myself, you have plenty of things laid up for many years. Take it easy. Eat, drink, and enjoy life." But that night God spoke. "You fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself?" Jesus ends the parable by saying, this is how it will be for whoever stores up things for themselves but is not rich toward God.
Nice.
This story isn't just about wealth. The man thought his future was safe because of what he owned. But he forgot the one thing that truly mattered, his relationship with God. He planned for everything except eternity. This is not just a warning for the wealthy. It's a wake-up call for anyone who lives as if this life is all there is. You see, the fool in the story wasn't poor. In fact, he was wealthy. But he was spiritually poor. And here's the kicker. His wealth made him even more blind to his true need. It blinded him to his spiritual poverty. Have we become like the rich fool? Are we storing up treasures on earth while ignoring the condition of our soul? Think about it. What would it look like to be rich towards God? Well, the first step is to acknowledge that we are not rich towards God. We need to realize our spiritual poverty. See, we all have an eternal perspective, something that stretches far beyond our present circumstances. When we truly realize that this earthly life is just a small part of an eternal existence, it changes everything. So let me ask you, are we focusing on what's important? Or are we getting caught up in the little things, worrying about what we're going to eat, what's going to happen tomorrow, or what people think of us? Do we find ourselves glued to social media, comparing our lives to others, envying what they have? These are the things that steal our peace. They rob us of joy.
Ow.
But here's the antidote. Shift your focus from what you don't have to what you do. Appreciate the blessings you have right now. Be thankful for your health, your family, your friends, the roof over your head, the food on your table. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the abundance of God's blessings in our lives. It's not about being content with what we have, but rather finding contentment in what we possess. You see, contentment doesn't come from comparing ourselves to those who have more. It comes from appreciating what we have in light of what we could have. When we learn to be satisfied with what we possess, we open ourselves up to receive more. Why? Because it's not about the size of our barns or the amount of money in our bank accounts. It's about the size of our hearts and our willingness to trust in God. Being rich towards God means trusting His provision. It means believing that He will take care of us, not just in our old age, but also when our hair is still dark and our strength is at its peak. It means letting go of the fear of scarcity and embracing the reality of divine abundance. Scarcity thinking leads to greed, and greed leads to foolishness. Abundance thinking leads to generosity, and generosity leads to wisdom. Friends, don't be like the rich fool. Instead, be like the wise builder. While the fool built his life around his possessions, the wise person builds their life around their relationship with God. The foundation of that relationship is faith. As you walk out today, I want you to examine your own heart. Ask yourself, am I building my life on the shifting sands of material possessions? Or am I building my life on the solid rock of faith in Jesus Christ? Remember, life is not just about accumulating stuff. It's about accumulating faith, hope, and love. So choose wisely. Choose to be rich towards God. Thanks for watching. If this message touched your heart, please hit the like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more uplifting content. May God bless you, and until next time, may you walk in wisdom in favor of God.